Okay. 5 keys to building loyal fans. Give me a replay, gang, if you're watching a replay. We're going to get this party started in a couple seconds. I hope you're ready. Hope you're having a good Tuesday already. You know what I mean? My name is Haziq Ali, like the greatest of all time. And what we do here Monday through Friday is give you rules and tools that they should have taught us in school. You know what I mean? Mindset, like skill set, heart set. It's all designed to help you go further, faster, with less effort. So I hope you enjoy this. I hope you love somebody enough to share it with them, because the universe gives to the givers just like it takes from the takers. Let's see who we got checking in. Make sure you check in. It's check-in time, y'all. Yeah, good morning. Like, let's get it. Shalom. Let's get it. D. George in the house. Okay. That means Rome, Georgia up in here. Young Coco. What's up? Good morning, Mr. Terry. Okay. Ebony in the house. Good morning, Queen. We ready? Desire in the house. What's up, Yvonda? Let them know what's up. How is your week going so far? Okay. Make sure you shout out where you're from. We want to know where you're checking in from. We want to know where we got family at. Nella repping that. She looking out to help find a cure for breast cancer. I'm loving that. Good morning, millionaires. Share this with a Facebook group. Share this with a messenger group. Share this with somebody you love. Text message out the link. There's a little share button up there that will change somebody's life if you let it. What's up, Siobhan? Okay. Facebook checking in. Keena. What's up, Keena? Yeah, Jersey in the house. Naptown up in here. Ohio. I'm loving it. Lafayette. Let's go. ATL in this joint. You hear what I'm saying to you, Dr. Monet? South Georgia up in here. That's probably Felicia right there. I bet that's Felicia checking in from Entrepreneurship. You know what I mean? Okay. I love vending machine companies, boy. That's what we call passive income. That's what we call lazy money. Allie in the house. What's up, Allie? Let's get it, Queen. We getting started in less than 120 seconds. Somebody spread the word. Let them know we up in here. Dallas, Texas in the house. Can't leave that out. Let's get it, y'all. Today we talking about how to build loyalty with your fans. How to build loyalty with your fans, with your clients, right? With your loved ones, everybody who's down for your movement and whatnot. I think you're gonna really enjoy this. Obviously, I come from the music, well, not obvious to some, but I come from the music business. I've been an entrepreneur my whole life, but I love the fact, yeah, Felicia, I just now shouted you out. I don't know if that was you over there. My man Stewart in the house. That means Chi-Town is in the house. Let's get it. Okay, then. Okay, Diamond Dunlap is in the building. Let's get it. Taylor, I'm glad you made it in this morning, Queen. She was like, dang, you present every day. I'm like, nah, that ain't presenting. That's just sharing a little bit of game for the people. Crystal Clear is in the house. All right. Let's get started. By my clock, it's time to get started. Time keeps on slipping. Ain't that the truth?
You have something special. You have greatness in you. Hello, this is Les Brown, and you're in the right place at the right time.
Facts.
Because we're going to bring the millionaire out of you.
Facts. Y'all ready?
Please enter your... Thank you. Please announce yourself.
Hold up, y'all.
All participants are muted. Entry and exit tones are off.
All right. Good morning, millionaires. I hope you're feeling good this morning. My name is Haziq Ali. I'm a revenue acceleration coach, a self-esteem development specialist, starting with my own. And on top of that, our company just hit the Inc. 5000 list of fastest growing companies in America. You got to love that. I really feel like anybody can do it. You know what I mean? But everybody just won't. You know, the greatest book about entrepreneurship probably ever written talks about how the poor will always be with us. Appreciate that share, Crystal. The poor will always be with us, right? But it ain't got to be you. You know what I mean? Y'all heard me say it before. Y'all hear me say it a million more times. If you don't come from a rich family, then guess what? A rich family got to come from you. And so what we talk about here is the mindset, the skill set, the heart set that can allow you to begin to create that compound effect in the different areas that will make wealth inevitable. You know, if you don't get good at relationships, you know what's a big destroyer of your wealth? Divorce. You know what I mean? That's why you got to choose your partner very carefully. You know what's another big destroyer of wealth? Medical bills, having all these issues with your health. So you got to treat your temple properly. But you know where both come from? Your mindset, how you're thinking about it. We always say environment is stronger than willpower. But you know what? Environment ain't stronger than thought. You hear me? Because you don't want to decide if this environment is debilitating or motivating. It's all in your head. Does that make sense? And so what I want to talk about, millionaire patience is in the house. Now we got a party, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Miss Shirley Nixon, tell them. Mr. 800 in the house. Hold up, let me shout out some more of these people before I get this thing going. You know, I always say, you know, better late than never. Never late is better, but better late than never, huh, Spoon? Spoon in the house. Ashley Scott from out of Freedom, Georgia is in the building. K. Nicole. All right. Let me. All right. I had to just turn up for a minute for my people them. But here's what I'm saying. We've all heard this saying, it's not what you know, it's who you know. We've all heard that, right? Everybody knows, and then some people take it a step further and they be like, it ain't who you know, it's who knows you, right? And since we're in a world where our daily lives, our business lives are just dominated by all these, you know, faceless emails, these emotionless messages, not you, because you tuned in yesterday, right? And so you got some ideas for making your email stand out from the crowd. But we're going to build on that a little bit today. Because as entrepreneurs, what you better be doing is networking. My man JG in the house. Let's get it, baby. What you need to be doing is building your network if you're an entrepreneur. They always say your network is your net worth. Me as a self-esteem development guy, somebody who's just obsessed with getting better. I'm obsessed with improving in every area of my life, right? I'm obsessed with success. And until you have an obsession, until your mission is an obsession, your life ain't never going to change because you don't have that power that's pushing you through the valleys. Man, you'll get stuck in that rut, man. And the next thing you know, you never want, because you're not obsessed with anything. You're not truly passionate about something that's bigger than you. What I'm telling you is that when you become more valuable, you become more powerful. And there is nowhere that's more evident than in building your network. Now, I'm not saying you got to go out here and kiss butt, you know, but what I am saying is that it is amazing to me that people don't capitalize on the opportunities they have every day, all day, to build a stronger network. It's really simple things. So I'm going to give you 5 of them that I feel like can change everything for anybody. And since you guys are passionate enough to be here all early in the morning with me, let's get into it. If you're ready for the first one, give me a number 1 and a share. This ain't going to be no fancy tactics. This ain't going to be no specialized templates. I'm not giving you no detailed scripts. All I'm going to do is talk to you about being a better human. So give me a number 1 and a share. Let's get into it. Man, ain't nothing like some water. First thing in the morning, while your stomach is still empty, that's a training for another time, but boy, ain't nothing like some water. You hear me? All right, here's the first one, y'all. Here's the first one. Yeah, tell him, Ebony. Yeah, Sean the Baker. Let's get it. Jess made it in. That means Smitty ain't far. What's up? Oh, yeah, I hope Yvette made it in. Yeah, Mario. All All right, here's the first one, y'all. Enough. All right, here's the first one, y'all. Make a connection. Make a connection. Y'all know one of my 7 pieces of this revenue acceleration cycle that I'm always imploring and begging and cajoling and convincing you to use. One of them is meaningful conversation, because what do we always say? Nobody cares how much you know until they know how much you care. Is that a fact? Well, they just did a survey that found, and this blew my mind, right? 74% of people who are happy with their jobs use personal connections to acquire them. Isn't that interesting? 74%. 3/4 of the people who are actually happy with their jobs, they use personal connections. We want the benefits of connections because we want to score that new gig. We want to get let in to that club. Maybe it's a social club. Maybe it's a golf club. We want to score a good deal on a guy that's going to come lay our carpet, right? But making connections with people in this way ain't really about connecting, right? It's about using people for our own interests. That's not the same thing. If we want real connection, y'all, we're going to have to care about somebody other than ourselves. Oh, Haziq, how you going to start just talking about my life? Right? Like, well, because I want you to know that the universe gives to the givers just like it takes from the takers. It's important you know that. I think it's Jim Rohn, right? He dropped a jewel. I want to see this in the comments if you feel it. Check this out. The more you care, the stronger you can be. Is that powerful? The more you care, the stronger you can be. Oh, man, that's a life changer if you let it be. If you really let that thought resonate with you, I just gave you some power this morning. Because it's that passion that allows you to make it through, right? It's that passion that makes it so at the end, you know, you got some satisfaction. Now, marketing companies would interpret this differently, right? They mean that caring gives you better leverage or more business power, but that ain't it. That ain't even what I'm talking about this morning. We more on the heart set part of this thing. We dealing more with heart set this morning, y'all. What I'm saying is when we care about something, our caring makes us more attentive. Our caring makes us more mindful. You hear what I'm saying? Our caring makes us more deliberate. Caring inspires us to create new standards. Caring inspires us to create new hopes, new goals. When we care, people can see it. They can hear it, right? They can feel it. This is how you make a connection. And this is how you find your loyal and raving fans. If you're ready for number 2, give me a number 2 and a share. Give me a number 2 and a share. That's right. Okay, so somebody felt that. Good. Good. The more you care, the stronger you can be. The stronger you can be. Come on. You know it, young Coco. You know it. The more you care, the stronger you can be. You can be. Let's get it. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Don't you recognize that as true, Mark? Check it out. Here's number 2. You got to recognize their value as a human being. If you're looking to create this loyal rape, and then let me do this is while we talk about this too, because a lot of people swear you need millions of fans to get rich. I learned something from the music game because there's this article that really kind of sums up today's kind of like artistry. But this can sum up anything. This can sum up your bakery business. This could sum up, maybe you're a landscaper. Maybe you're a network marketer. Check this out. All you really need is 1,000 true fans. If you can get 1,000 true fans to give you $100 a year, you in the 6-figure range. You in the top income earners in America off 1,000 true fans. Don't get them to give you $100 a month. 1,000 true fans can take care of you. I just want to make sure you got this as a goal in your mind. I want to make sure you prioritize it. You can be knocking that out today. You can start with the cashier that rings up your groceries, the waitress that brings you your meal. You can start with your family and friends. You can start with those emails and letters we gave you yesterday. But check it out. Number 2 is recognize their value as a human being. One of the greatest to ever do it, this cat named Tony Robbins, man, he talks about how all human beings have 6 core needs that drive them, right? 6 core needs that fuel our relationships. And 2 of them, I ain't going to go into all 6, but 2 of them are significance, right? There's a need for significance. We need to matter, right? And then the other one is contribution. So what am I saying essentially? I'm saying we want to feel like we matter, and we want to know that we have something to offer the world. Being looked at as a dollar sign, being looked at as somebody who's just there to help you get money or something, that don't fulfill these core needs. And you can't even help it. You're just going to find yourself not into it. A person's value has nothing to do with their money. Whoa. How you going to say that, Haziq? You the one to be talking about how money won't buy you happiness, but poverty won't buy you nothing, right? But I'm still here telling you, as somebody who leads a movement called Millionaire Minded, I'm still telling you, a person's value has nothing to do with their money. It has nothing to do with where they graduated from, right? It lies in the significance of their skills, their know-how, their passion, their life experiences. It's this significance that gives us all these unique perspectives, these specialized ways of contributing to the world. That's why we always tell you what you're going for is to be the best you. Man, my partner said it this weekend, man, we be chasing valuables instead of chasing becoming valuable. Ain't nothing wrong with looking nice, but it ain't as good as feeling nice. It ain't as good as making other people get feel nice. It ain't as good as being dope on the inside. You hear what I mean? And what will happen is in this social media world where everybody's giving their highlights, you'll start comparing your life. You'll start comparing your behind the scenes footage to their highlight reel. That's a recipe for disaster. That's a recipe for self-sabotage. All you're going to do is slide down that slippery slope into, doldrum and depression and low vibration because you don't get you're being finessed. Check it out, y'all. There is insane value in you being the best you that you can be. There is insane value in that, Ty. Bro, that's right, Allie. It's like your worst version versus their best version. You know what I mean? You got to make sure, and not to mention that battle against yourself. You're absolutely right. Man, talk to him, JG. Raving fans and admiring connections. Oh, yeah, that's a great source of capital funds. If you can put aside your pride and actually ask, be an excellent receiver. But above all, what we're saying is these are humans. These are people, and they should be great people. If we aren't a fan of our desired fans, that's probably a relationship we're better off without. Time is short. Energy is priceless. You got to use them well. You got to use them wisely. I think it's Bishop Desmond Tutu, man. He was like, do your little bit of good where you are, right? It's those little bits of good that when you put them together that overwhelm the world. I think it's Martin Luther King who said, anybody can be great because anybody can serve. For you to truly serve, though, you got to know who you talking. You gotta feel them in some way. Otherwise, you like Homer Simpson. Y'all ever seen that episode of The Simpsons? We be talking about that joint all the time. Like how this episode of The Simpsons was Homer gives Marge this round package and she opens it and it's a bowling ball. And she's like, well, I don't like the bowl. And he's like, oh, all right. And he takes it back and it already got Homer on it. What I'm saying is, if you don't even know who they are, how the hell are you supposed to serve them? Ain't that interesting? If you're ready for number 3, give me a number 3 in the share. Is this making sense to you? Are you valuing them as a human or are they just a prop? Do you recognize their value? Woo! There's this song that be like, you never know what you got till it's gone. Listen, sometimes you might even lose a relationship, but you're going to be able to sleep good at night if you know you truly value them. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that amazing? Here's number three. Here's number three. Here's number three. You ready? Here's number three. You ready? Give me a number three and a share if you're with me. Here's number three. Put emotions to work. AKA be real, be free. I was just joking with Shiz this morning because I think one of our friends, he had posted his daughter going to school. Beautiful picture. And one of our friends, I think it was Connie, she was like, did you cry? And he was like, no, I didn't cry. I was like, yes, he did. And I was just messing with him. But a lot of men, boy, we end up with ulcers and all types of dis-ease because we're taught to have no emotional palate. It's like toughen up, be a man. So I'm mostly talking to my fellas with this one, right? Check it out. You got to free yourself. Man, moment of transparency. Man, Kanye and Andre 3000 put out this song. About 4 or 5 of my friends sent it to me. Jamal sent it to me. My man E1 sent it to me. Yo, that song made me cry. That song made me cry, yo. Emotions are the magic of connection. It's absolutely impossible to create real connection without real emotion because they're the thing that draws people together. Do you know this is why we go to concerts? So we can be in this vibration of emotion with a bunch of other people that feel the exact same way we do at this exact same moment. There is magic in that, y'all. This is what draws people together. There's this place called the Heart Math Institute. You know, just let that resonate for a minute. And they discovered that the heart, right, our emotions, produce this electromagnetic field of energy which goes out beyond our bodies. Now, there are many mystics that could have been told you that, right? But even crazier, these emotional fields interact with the emotional fields of other people. This is why we can read people. It's a real thing. So when you're being real, I remember a long time ago, I watched this joint called Biorhythm from and MTV used to do this show where they'd get into the different artist vibe and then you know, they'd talk about how they feel. And Queen Latifah was on this joint and she said one of the wildest, I still remember this quote like it was yesterday. She was like, when you speak from your soul, you're guaranteed to touch another person's soul. Now, you might not touch everybody's soul, right? But you're going to touch somebody because you're being real. You know, sleazy salespeople, you know, what they do is they try to use emotions to manipulate, right? They'll use emotions to make themselves seem more friendly so they can score more sales. And yeah, likability will help. But the point here, y'all, is that our emotional energy is a form of intelligence. You hear me? Our emotional energy is a form of currency or intelligence. And this intellect gives us the ability to tune in to the mental, emotional state of not only ourselves, which is hella important, but also other people. In the Kaizen Academy, I don't know how many yay be crying. Yeah, man. I'm giving him props for that. You gotta let it out, JG. You know, that's how you stay forever young, baby. But you know, in the Kaizen Academy, we have whole courses on emotional intelligence. You know, we have whole courses on mental toughness, right? But would you believe part of being tough sometimes is being emotional? Sometimes, you know, you're able to take it and it can just bounce off you. But there are other times, man, where you're like, golly, you know what? Ah, right? Emotional intelligence enables awareness. Emotional intelligence enables introspection, from whence all wisdom comes, right? Emotional intelligence is like our own inner guide. It advises us in interacting with people, it advises us in understanding situations. It's always there, it's always got something wise to say, and it's free. It costs you nothing but your ego. All I'm trying to say to you, y'all, is no networking technique in the world can top a well-developed emotional intellect. I dare you try it. If you're ready for number 4, give me a number 4 and a share. It was called Life of the Party, Queen. It was called Life of the Party. But you can't find it nowhere. They took it down. Andre 3000 didn't like how Kanye used the song to start going in on Drake. I'm so embarrassed I know this kind of stuff. I feel so of the world. I feel so of the world. You know what I mean? All right, here's number 4. Here's number 4. Give me a share if you're feeling this joint so far. Give me a share. Share this with somebody. Push that little share button on the side and then throw this in somebody's inbox or throw this in one of them Facebook groups that be full of footage of people fighting at the football game and all that. You know what I mean? Let's just bless their world real quick. All right, here's number 4. This is a biggie for a lot of us. But if you want to create loyal fans, see things from their perspective. See things from their perspective. Check it out. You ever notice how big businesses like Coke or Pepsi, they always get into this kind of inclusive, multicultural marketing? Y'all ever notice that? I remember everybody was protesting in the streets, and then Kylie Jenner came out with this Pepsi ad, and people was 38 hot. Like, you culture vulture and all this stuff. But I think their heart was in the right place, right? Whether you liked it or not, well, I ain't gonna, I think somebody's heart was in the right place. Somebody else is just thinking about money probably and like, hey, this is something to leverage. But here's my point. Whether you like it or not, it's this kind of perspective, whether it was contrived or not, it's this kind of perspective that's crucial to engaging with people. If you're going to be successful in business, if you're going to be successful in relationships, if you're going to be successful in being a human being, you're going to have to connect with a variety of people. You're going to have to connect with a variety of situations. You're going to have to connect with a variety of ideas. And having an open mind, having a broad perspective is a non-negotiable. You're going to have to get out your own way. But you can already see from the perspective of yourself, right? Right? And then some of y'all are like, I can already see from the perspectives of other people, right? And we love to think that. But understanding doesn't happen by making assumptions, by interrupting, by half-ass listening, throwing out magical solutions that we pull out our butt. Understanding takes time, and that takes contemplation. That takes clarifying questions. That takes your full attention. Man, that man start talking and you start grabbing your phone and scrolling, or that lady start talking and you start drifting off into some song you like. Are you trying to speed them up through it? Check it out. Only when we focus on them can we dare to hope that maybe we'll have some idea of who a person is and what they're going through. Until we do that, we might as well have our head in the sand. It sounds so cliche, but treat other people like you want to be treated. Don't just be nice. Be kind, y'all. Give me number 5. I'm gonna give you one more and then we're out of here. It's almost affirmation time. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's right. That's right. The golden rule. That's right. And then they say the platinum rule. If the golden rule is treat them how you want to be treated, the platinum rule, and that's why we study, personality type stuff like that. The platinum rule is treat them how they want to be treated. That's a nuance because I'm not, but I might be like an analyzer type. And you might be the type that's real spontaneous. But if I'm a fall personality, if I'm somebody that likes to be methodical and take my time, I'm not going to respond to the same kind of coaching that you would. So what if you learn, like one of the greatest books about entrepreneurship ever written, it'd be like dwell with your wife in knowledge. You know what I mean? Like try and understand who they are. So you're able to treat them how they want to be treated. And then that leads me to number 5 perfectly, y'all. Serve others and show what you're worth. Serve others and show what you're worth. Listen, everybody wants a favor. Everybody needs a favor, right? Yet ask for one in return and there's a price to pay. Well, that ain't a favor. Favor is designed, it's defined, I should say, as an act of gracious kindness or giving special privilege. If the favor is being done as a transaction, then it ain't a favor. That's bartering. And you can barter all you want in business, but this whole me mentality has no place in this quality relationship between you and your people, man. They talk about how if you got a real good email marketing system, maybe you get $30 for every dollar you spend. But that's thanks to probability. That's thanks to email templates. What does have a place in real relationships is true help, true genuine care. True fans don't come by chance, y'all. They come by choice. They happen when we demonstrate our worth by contributing value. We talked about this earlier, but value is the difference between what I give and then what I ask for in return. The difference between the two is value. If I can solve a $5 problem and I'm only charging $1, I'm going to get rich. If I can solve a $20 problem and I'm only charging $1, I'm going to be wealthy. If I can solve a $100 problem and I'm only charging $10, y'all, you get where I'm going? I don't know how many of you have joined our website, joined our newsletter. Let me do some free, let me do some shameless promotion. Go to wearemillionaireminded.com and put your name in that email in that box. Every week we send you this newsletter that's pure mindset, pure skill set, pure heart set. It always has 3 different sections. You can read the whole thing in like 7 minutes probably. The responses that we get from these newsletters lately, I'm telling you, you are missing out if you are not getting this newsletter every week. But it's not to promote myself. Self-promoting newsletters are a dime a dozen. Skills in action is what we're giving you. And I hope you enjoy it. All right, it's affirmation time. Right? Speaking of skills in action. It's affirmation time. You can call in right now. Join us on the Winners Hotline. If your phone service tries to charge you, then all you have to do is text "call me" to the number. Repeat after me, millionaires. Let's get it. I am so happy and grateful